Hello, Blue Skies family. I wish we were all together in person this year, but I'm delighted to and honored to be asked to regale you with a few songs in this online edition of the festival. Come, let me tell you about my friend Joe. He spends all day sitting by the radio. Tell him to come out, but he won't go. He only waiting for the bomb to blow. He said some weapons missing and they don't know where they went. And one of them might be nuclear. And unconfirmed reports have confirmed this fair. Is that today is the day something go happen there. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking, the sky is falling down. Pam, ba-de ba-le-da, pam, ba-da. Be-le-da, ba-la-da, pam, ba-da. Bolo de ba-la-da, pam, ba-da. Bela de ba-bo-do. They have a satellite watching above his head, a next camera set up by his bed. When he talks on the phone, they know what he said. You feel all this will have the man upset, but he hears as he happily endures. Nothing else will help him to sleep secure, and the whole while he's feeling reassured. I feel joy is mistaking the disease for the cure. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. You think Joe would have felt a fool when the bomb he found was just a plumber's tool? When the noise in the night was the neighbor mule? The training camp he reported was a Sunday school. When the anthrax he took down to the police turned out to be a whole hunk of moldy cheese. You'd think this would put the man mind at ease, but he could smell a dirty bomb in a plate of rice and peas. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking and the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Bele babolo de pampada. Bebolone badada pampada. Bebolone balada pampada. Joe is sure that his neighbor Samuel belongs to a sleeper cell, and when he talks with Ram Logan in the road, he feel he giving orders in a secret code. And if you hesitate then to believe, he'll declare you and them to be in league, and from then on watch your tail, or you're going Guantanamo on a holiday. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Once again, I really wish we were all together up there on the Graph Farm at the Blue Skies site. Some of my happiest musical memories are at that festival, actually including my first feeling of undiluted joy on a stage. It was actually first time we played a music festival in my first band. The previous incarnation of Kobo Town was called Outcry, and I think it was back in '98. We were fresh out of high school. And I was always, even to this day, I'm a nervous performer, always a bit terrified of the stage. You know, I get real jitters before I perform. And of course, back then, this was amplified by, being an awkward youth as well, too. And I remember it was the first time it completely left me on a stage, and I think it had a lot to do with the warmth and of the community that I was performing for. So I hope it's not too long again before we're together in person. This next song is off our last album called "Where the Galleon Sank." And it's called Smokestacks and Steeples. It's a bit of a rumination on history and its tendency to repeat itself. Smokestacks not so. Let me get in tune here first. Smokestacks not steeples tower over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time, the time. Men saw nothing higher than sated desire, while neon not fire lit the signs. It was a time very like our own when gods and princes were overthrown. It was a time very like our own when gods and princes were overthrown. It was an age when everything was rearranged, put the devils out of sight and the heavens within range. Some found it was a wonder, for others it was strange. Santi humanity. Now smokestacks, no steeples towered over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time. Now the time, men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. It was a time very like our own when long-held customs were outgrown. Young men in boots marched to new absolutes, trying to pull the tree out by the roots. They found relief in the arms of unbelief, but the emptiness which followed at them rushing after dreams which paraded down their promenades when dancing across their screens. Santi humanity. Still smokestacks, not steeples towered over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time, the time. Men saw nothing higher than sated desire, while neon not fire lit the signs. Well, prophets of doom said the end would come soon. We'd fade into the night just like the waning of the moon. While some statisticians said we would run out of room, there was no light to pierce the gloom. Now smokestacks, no steeples tower over the people. No bells, no whistles keep the time, the time. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. When Jonah saw the light, did he take fright? Did he recoil when it seemed to spoil his mood? When Jonah met that dawn, did he curse the sun that shone upon that gloom which he consumed like it was food? Did Jonas regret those years spent in that vale of tears, which he would not let himself leave behind? And did Jonas shut his ears from the singing of these fairs, or did it soothe his overused and aching mind? High above the town, what did he see when he looked down? At the edge of space, did he look down to see a harder place? And of the faces flashing by as he scaled the summit of the sky, of those rushing past, did one linger as the last? When Jonah saw the light all around him, Jonah saw the light shining. When Jonah saw the light all around him, Jonah saw the light shining. When Jonas met that day, was he dismayed? Did he bid it go away, wish it was night? Or was Jonas overjoyed to be flung into that void, when all he knew vanished from view, slipped from his sight? Jonas lament at last, how quick his days had passed. Did he mourn to be torn from them so soon? And did Jonas have a care for those now waiting there, gathered in his dim and quiet room. Up through the thinning air, did the sight become more clear? Did he light upon that place that would erase his pride and pain? And in those starlit climes, did he reflect on misspent times? Did he wish he could undo his days and live them all again? When Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light all around him. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light shining. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light all around him. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light shining. Again, it's a delight to be part of this online edition of the Blue Skies Festival. And big thanks to all the organizers and to you, the community, for making it such a special place for us artists to come to. And I'm going to leave you with a song. And again, I hope that all of these tunes find you in the very best of spirits in these very oddest of times. And I'm going to leave you with a song of our upcoming album. It was supposed to come out last year, but because of the circumstances, we've put it off until the fall. The album is going to be called Carnival of the Ghosts, and this one is called Shades of the Living. And actually, I should explain this one. I was once I was working on an album in I think it was in Paris at the time, and I was helping produce somebody's record, and I was riding on the subway to the studio during rush hour, and like subways everywhere, it was full of people, and it was lit up like almost like a candlelit vigil by all of the little screens that we were all staring at, myself included. And at one point, one of the stops, this older man with a fiddle jumped on, and he looked like he was dressed in like a Breton, from folk costume, and he played this virtuoso fiddle. It was quite astounding, how good it was, and he danced, a jig-like dance up and down the aisle of the subway car, and almost nobody even looked up. I was a tourist, so of course I was mesmerized. But and at the next stop, he jumped off, and he seemed almost like a ghost from another age, with an age of color and life and pageantry, and at the moment I got this feeling like no, it was like a feeling like he was the living man and we were the ghosts huddled in our shadows, looking at our our screens, sort of detached from one another as that is. So that's the image that inspired this song. We find ourselves again, shades of the living sitting on a subway train. We find ourselves again, shades of the living sitting on a subway train. How did it ever come to this? Scrolling in the shadows through the pictures of the life we miss. How did it ever come to this? Oh, dreaming in the shadows. Strange things pass before your sight. In the glow of the blue incandescent light, shadows on the wall of the cave, and we can't find our way out to the light of day. Whoa, send my dull roots rain, make this desert to bloom again. Send my dull roots rain, oh, make these dry bones to live again. Each on his own way, everyone's an island in a sea. No one can name, so self-contained. Everyone's an island in a sea. No one can name, heads are all bent down on the dim journey through the underground. Not a word, not a song on that voyage down. Asteroids in the void of space, Comets which flash and fly, but leave no trace. Mice caught in a maze, and we can't find our way back to the starting place. Hey, whoa, yeah, whoa. Sand is the roots rain. Make this desert to bloom again. Sand is the roots rain. Oh, make these dry bones to live again. Sand is the roots rain. Make this desert to bloom again. Sand is the roots rain. Oh, make these dry bones to live again. Thank you so much, and big love to all of you from the Blue Skies community and family watching. And I hope the time is not too long before we see one another again. All the best.